More unfamiliar brands, more unique flavors. It's part 2 of Unusual Snacks. Welcome back, Goblins and Goblinettes, to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. Alright, I still have some coronavirus cocktail left over here. This is part 2 of our Unusual Snacks videos. We are going to continue on. We're going to dive right into it right now. Next brand we have is Pop Chips. These are corn chips, chili cheese flavor. These are 120 calories for 42 chips. So I'm assuming these are going to be pretty small to get 42 chips in a serving and only 120 calories. Let's see if there's anything at all special on this package. They are not fried. They make it very clear in several places here that they never fry their snacks. So they just sort of stress on the back that they never fry anything. They are grease-free, and they actually make this product by applying a little extra heat and pressure to corn kernels. And that is how they get their corn chip, apparently. So let's get these open. Let's see what these are like. Okay, so these are bigger than I had anticipated they would be. They sort of look like those Fritos scoops. There's one of those corn chips. And again, 42 of these for 120 calories. That is pretty impressive. I'd have to double check, but I think if you were to eat 42 of scoops, Fritos scoops, you'd be way over 120 calories. Chili cheese flavor is the flavor there. That's a pretty impressive crunch for that little piece of product there. It's airy, it's crunchy, but there's also something that's not quite as aesthetically pleasing as crunching through a Frito. Plus the flavor, I'd say it's heavier on the chili and less on the cheese. It's almost like they're trying too hard to bring that chili cheese flavor to it, and it just misses. I'm not crazy about these. The flavor's not bad. More than anything, I don't care for this texture all that much. I didn't mind the first couple that I ate, but as I continue to eat these, I like these a little bit less. All right, we'll cleanse the palate with a little coronavirus cocktail. There's also a recipe on this bottle for Pandemic Punch, which is mix 5 ounces of soda with 2 ounces of your favorite alcoholic beverage. So there you go. Don't be ludicrous. Ludicrous. So many flavors, it's ludicrous. These are insanely seasoned potato chips. 0 to wow in one bite. So I told you, Unusual Snacks. I have found some very interesting things over the last couple of weeks, couple of months. You never know what you're going to find out there when you look. Why ludicrous? In the early days of the Shack, and apparently these were created by Sun Shack, so that's what the Shack is, we were trying some crazy flavor combinations and different snacks. The first try was barbecue and vinegar, which was interesting, but we wanted to take it to a higher level. We then added ketchup, salt, and a little spice. Again, we liked it, but thought it still needed something more. So we just tried adding every seasoning in the kitchen. Our response, wow, these have so much flavor, it's ludicrous. We have to make some more. So now we've added it to all of our snacks. Enjoy. So there we go. Barbecue, vinegar, ketchup, salt, a little bit of spice, and then everything else that they had on their spice shelf. So I don't know what we're going to find out of these. I don't know what the flavor is going to be like out of this one. So let's just give it a shot here. 220 calories for this entire bag. Now, that's a pretty big claim to make. 0 to wow in one bite. And 0 to wow, there's hardly anything in this package. Product starts right about there. Let's see. So I'm smelling more of, I guess, barbecue ketchup. Really a strong ketchup-y aroma. That's interesting. Let's see. That is a pretty big claim to make, that these are insanely seasoned, 0 to wow in one bite. This better have a lot of flavor to back up a claim like that. Here we go. Wow. Oh, there's a lot of flavors in there. Oh my. I could probably do a whole video just on that one chip. Just picking out all the different flavors that I tasted in that first bite. Ketchup, barbecue sauce, vinegar, different spices, not overly salty. 1 second it's sweet, the next second it's sour. 1 second it's very strongly ketchup. The next second it's more like a barbecue flavor. This is bizarre. This is, I don't even know what to make of these. I think I like these, but if I have to think about it, I guess that's probably not a good thing. So far, this is probably the one that is the most intriguing, at least from this round. Let's just cleanse the palate and move on. I'll have to think about that one a little bit. Finally, we come to Sweet Chaos. Drizzled popcorn. And this is Cold Stone Creamery cake batter flavor of popcorn. I'm pretty sure I picked these up at Walmart. These are 210 calories for this entire bag. And let's see, do we have any type of description on here? Nothing that really says much about this. Sweet and salty kettle corn with cake batter flavored drizzle. And I'm thinking there might be some sprinkles that are mixed in there as well. Let's get these open and see what we got. Okay, that smells almost sickeningly sweet. And there are some sprinkles in there. Cold Stone Creamery cake batter flavor popcorn. So you can see it's a brightly colored popcorn there. Let's just try it. Oh. Okay, right off the bat, the one thing that I don't like about this, here's a bigger piece. Let me eat this first. This will give me a little bit better example, just to be absolutely certain about this. Well, okay, the problem with this is that it is absolutely, completely coated with that icing, frosting, whatever it is. And that makes the kernel of popcorn very soft, sort of mushy, almost like, I mean, it's almost like it was a stale bag. And I mean, this is a brand new bag. Yeah, and I mean, nowhere near the expiration date or anything like that. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about a lot of these sweeter popcorns, the ones that put a lot of icing on and things like that. It affects it. It very definitely affects the kernel of the popcorn itself, which is why I tend to prefer savory types of popcorn, because you're usually adding a powder or something like that. You're not using a thick icing, and you're not altering the integrity of that kernel of popcorn. Yeah, that one's not pleasant. All right, the winner of this round is definitely this. Don't be ludicrous, but it's the ludicrous potato chips. Overall, I guess I like these. It's a bizarre flavor. And literally every chip that you eat gives you a different flavor experience. So I'm going to say this is a 3-star seal of approval. That concludes our unusual snacks series, at least for now, until I find some more unusual snacks, and then we'll do it again. I will catch you next time.